Recently, we've seen a growing and worrying development in the direction that the Obama administration is taking. President Obama is now looking to bring in legislation that he had previously promised to veto. This legislation will allow anybody being arrested or held under any terrorism-related offence to be taken into military custody and held without charge for an indefinite period, basically making anybody involved in any form of terrorism an enemy combatant. This is a terrifying development for the situation of human rights and liberties. A country that has always meant to have stood for these very principles of trial by jury, of justice and of equal rights for all, unravelling these intrinsic parts of our justice system. And these are parts of the justice system that have existed long before America was even created or even found, in its modern state anyway. In the Magna Carta, the people of Britain were promised that we would not be eligible to be taken away from our homes by those in power without reason, without trial and charge. The fact that these civil liberties are now being unravelled is terrible, not only for the Americans, which means that now people like John Walker Lind or Dr. Afia Siddiqui, who have been previously tried and charged with terrorism, can now be moved into military custody and possibly even sent to Guantanamo Bay. But this unravelling of human rights that have been so long and hard fought for is sending out the completely wrong message to the rest of the world as well. In countries like Egypt, in countries like Syria, in Libya, in Yemen, where these people are fighting and bleeding and dying so that they can have their human rights, they see the so-called bastions of human rights, and what are we doing? We're unravelling those very rights that they are fighting and dying for. What will this do? Where will this leave our country? It will leave us in a more prone state to attacks. The more we unravel our justice system and show open hypocrisy in what we call upon others to do and what we do ourselves, the more people are going to realise that this democracy that we live in is a facade. And that's when they're going to start becoming angry with both America and the West and moving towards doing something about it, and in the end taking back their own power.
For the latest news and interviews, videos and podcasts, log on to passionislam.com or join us on Facebook and Twitter, Passion Islam Media.